Hello. Hiya. Yeah, it is really lovely to be back again for another live sprint already. If you can hear me and see me, let me know. It all looks like it is absolutely fine here, but judging from past experience, it could all go wrong at any minute, but I'm quite proud of myself. I've got it all set up. Got quite a quiet house today because all of my boys have gone out for the afternoon, so it's just me and the dogs who have been walked, and so I will happily stay having a sleep in their basket for a little while with a bit of luck. So yeah, I'm guessing that I can be heard, but if somebody could let me know, I'll put it in the chat in case you can't hear me. And then I'm going to get on with my first sprint, if that's okay, because I have not been able to do any work at all yet today, and it is already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, hello, Hayley. It is lovely to see you here. Hayley Marshall Wright says, hello, eating breakfast right now. We'll be joining back soon. Oh, thank you so much. It's so lovely to see you here. I've really been enjoying your videos over the last month or so. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, I am going to make a start on a sprint, and if anybody comes in during the sprint, then just make sure that you say hello so that I can say hello back and I know who's here. Okay, so I will check in on you again in 20 minutes. Hiya, welcome back. How did that go? What's everybody working on today before I go over to the chat? I was just reading through what I have been doing on my project for NaNoWriMo, what I did yesterday, because I didn't read through it after I wrote it yesterday. So I was going through it. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, not too rambly. I was quite pleased with that. I added another little bit and I know where I'm going with it now. So I think that was a very good use of the 20 minutes for me. Right, let's have a little look and see where we are in the chats. Let's get rid of that. And we have, who's turned up? Selena Rose, seeing and hearing you fine. She says, oh, thank you so much for dropping in, Selena. Selena writes a lot of poetry and she's done a few really lovely videos recently where she reads some of her poetry, which I was really enjoying. And Billy says hello. Hi, Billy. Thank you for dropping in. Let us know what you've been working on and how that last sprint went for you. I know Hayley Marshall will be back, but she's eating breakfast at the moment. Oh, this is someone nice coming in. Hi, Ali. Ali's my sister. She's not actually a writer, but maybe she's just working along to the sprints, although I suspect she's just shown up to support me, which is really lovely. Thanks, Ali. And then we have Gwenna, just here to drop likes and love. Oh, thank you so much. Happy sprinting, friends. Virtual hug. Oh, thank you very much. Virtual hug back to you too. So yeah, Nano has really been kicking my butt the last few days. I think I started off really well for the first few days. I had a bit of extra time, and since then it has just been going downhill. You know, it's like it's nearly 2:30 here now, and that's the first bit of writing that I've done today. And that was just reading through what I did yesterday. The kids are out. They've been taken to a climbing center by my husband. They've all gone out, so they'll be gone until probably about 5:36. But then my husband and I are going to be having date night, and I promised him these potatoes that I do. So they're like, they are not the healthiest, but you take potatoes and you chop them up finely, and then you layer them in a dish with a mixture that is, I think it's cream and mustard, and you put butter in it as well. And then there's loads of Parmesan on the top, and it cooks in the oven for ages. But that does mean that I need to kind of start cooking quite early, and I need to cook for my boys so that they can eat before us as well. A fairly short period of time to do my nano writing, and do you know what? It's taking me hours every day. So yeah, we'll see. I would really love to do 2,500 today. People joining us in the chat. Let's see. We have Tara Dion creating some basic phrases in a potentially constructed language. That's so cool. How Tolkien of you, since I need to have dialogue in this book that no one will understand until a later novel. That is absolutely awesome. That is like top notch. I don't think I could ever manage to do that. My knowledge of linguistics is probably not good enough to be able to do something like that, but that is awesome. I absolutely love that. That is going above and beyond with your writing, and I completely love it. SD has turned up as well. Hi. So she says, hi, everyone. Made friends with the like button. Thank you so much, SD. I was hoping to turn up to her live sprints last night, but I didn't get back from doing the shopping and taking two of my sons to an art class until 9 o'clock. And then I had to cook and tidy up after cooking. And by that time, it was about 10:15, 10:30. And I thought, oh, let's just leave it. Let's just not worry about it. And I watched some Parks and Recreation instead. And Tara Dion says, I'm taking a break from actually writing because I need to change some scenes around, and I don't want to do that yet. Yeah. I completely don't blame you. That is not fun when you're having to kind of move the scenes around and then you have to check through and make sure that you haven't made any references that are in the wrong place. Now, that is an absolute pain in the bottom. I don't envy you having to do that at all. All I can say, though, is eat the frog, man. Eat the frog. The longer you put it off, you know, maybe it won't be as bad as you think. You know, maybe it really will not be as bad as you think. You never know. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, right. I think I want to go into another sprint now, if that's okay, because I really want to try to get as much done in this time as is possible today. Yeah, I don't even want to think about the number of other things I have to do as well. How do people have a life and do NaNoWriMo? I don't understand it. How do people work full time and do it? This is a complete mystery to me. Anybody who manages to do that is like a wizard or something. You're just amazing. Anyway, right. So we'll have another 20 minutes on the clock and I will chat to you after this sprint. Hello, welcome back. How did that go for you? I had to disappear for a couple of minutes in the middle because I needed to heat up my cup of tea. It had gone cold in my guinea pig mug, and I can't write without tea. That would just be absolutely ridiculous. For some reason, Google Docs is being really laggy with me today. Like, I'm writing something and it's thinking about it for a few seconds and then it finally appears. So it's frustrating because I like to be able to see what I've just done and maybe rework it and carry on from it. So I don't know whether I just need to close it down and then open it up again. There we go. Maybe I'll do that now while I'm chatting to you. Okay, let's see what's been going on in the chat, shall we? Right, so SD says, I have an appointment I have to leave for, but we'll leave this up for your watch time. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so pleased with the number of subscribers that I have got. It's absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. I think I'm on like 516 or 17, but my watch time is just, yeah, it's just nowhere near like a similar level, if you like. So that's really kind of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, Lord Gomez has popped in as well. She says those potatoes sound so good. They are amazing. Literally, I would be happy with just date night, like a massive thing of those and just 2 spoons. Me and my husband, maybe a couple of episodes of husband. I've only got one. And maybe a couple of episodes of House of Dragons. Like, that just sounds like a really good evening. But we're going to have some lamb chops, I think, with it. And we had this homemade pesto that we made a while ago, and there was just a little bit left, and it's been in the freezer. And I was wanting to use it up, and I thought that would go really nicely with that lamb and that potatoes and then some broccoli. I think, oh, I'm getting hungry now. I can't wait to have this meal. It's going to be really nice. Oh, yeah. But yeah, they are the best potatoes, but definitely not like a slimming option. Let's put it that way. Yeah, definitely not. Who we got now? Dion says it's tough, but I have some books with me for help. Oh, that's all. That's if you weren't here for earlier, he was saying that basically he needs a language for his book, which people don't know how to understand it now. Like the readers, I'm guessing, don't know about it now. They can't understand it, but in later books they will, which is just so cool. I write contemporary romance, so I never have to worry about things like that, but fantasy writers are just the coolest. And if I could be reincarnated in the later life, I would have the creativity and the imagination to be a fantasy author, I think. Definitely. We are the Twin Tails is saying hi. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Let us know what you are working on today, whether it's a nano project, and if so, what's it about, what genre is it, all that kind of stuff. Or if it's not, I mean, sometimes, we have people just like answering their mail. It's all good. We're just getting some stuff done here. What else? Oh, Teresa Thomas writes, happy writing. Thank you. That's a very glamorous profile picture that you have there. Yeah, that's very awesome. And Haley Marshall is back. Yay! I hope you enjoyed your breakfast. Did you have something yummy? I tend to have toast and peanut butter pretty much every morning. That's my favorite, and it's just easy. But I do like to know what other people eat because I'm food obsessed. It's worrying. It's my life. Hal Bunny says, I'm so mad. I keep missing these. Well, you're here now. I hope you're doing well. Good luck with these. I've got class now. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, depending on how long your class is, we'll probably still be here because I'm hoping to do a really good long session today with the house to myself. Can you hear the rain in the background? It is absolutely tipping it down. I was so lucky earlier. My youngest son and I took the dogs out, and it rains like before we left and after we came back, but we actually stayed dry and there was some sunshine. We were putting our faces up to the sun and it was lovely. How lucky was that? But also I think I'm going to be streaming at a similar time pretty much every day this week to try and get these words in for Nano. The only day that I won't is Saturday because I'm off to visit the University of Aberystwyth with my two eldest sons on Saturday, so I'm not aiming to do any writing then because it's going to be a really long day. Tara Dion says, I made another 10 words. That's so cool. You've literally made 10 words. I love that. I've got 71 total now. Making sure everything sounds so nice together is the most difficult right now. Also, don't want to repeat stuff. So I don't know if you know this, but there is an office in Wales which is in charge of making up new words for in Welsh, like English words, if you like, for Welsh. So, for example, microwave is ping ping. That's the actual Welsh word for microwave. But they also do completely nuts things. Like they have a Welsh word for the They have a Welsh word for the English word for cappuccino. And it's like, but there's no English word for cappuccino. It's an Italian word. Why would you need a Welsh word for it? But it's brilliant. Some of the words are just so funny. What are the important words that you need? What are your first 71 words? Hello, goodbye, night, day, fight, love? I don't know. I would love to know what the first 71 words need to be. Yeah. And my sister, she says, off to do the school run. Happy sprinting, everyone. Oh, she's off to go and get my lovely niece and my lovely nephew from school. Oh, they live too far away. I really wish that I could go with her. Yeah, I'd just leave you guys. Yeah, if I had the opportunity to go and pick those two up from school, I'd just dump you guys. Yeah, you could just sprint by yourselves. And Teresa Thomas says, got a bit distracted by reels, but still got 342 words. Nice. Nice. I like it. Maybe that's your skill. Oh, reels are the worst. Reels and shorts. You watch one and then it just goes into the next one. And before you know it, half an hour has gone by and you've ended up seeing some of those pimple popping videos. Oh my God, the ear ones, the ones where there's like all the earwax and then they take all the dead skin and it's coming out and it's like that long. Oh, so nasty, so nasty. Tara Dion says, great work, everyone. I might have to go do the shopping in a bit. We'll see. Yeah, shopping is essential. If it's food shopping, that's essential. Don't forget to do that. We have Mary Kate as well. She says, good morning from the US. Just voted and now ready to get my words in for Nano. Well done for making use of your vote. It is very important. And thank you for hosting. No problem. In fairness, for my own benefit, because I've got some accountability, because I have to show up here and put my bum in the chair and get some words done. It is absolutely my pleasure. And it is lovely to have you here. And Dion says, the first 71 are usually numbers, pronouns, basics like good and evil. Usually I also do love and like and hate because I want my characters to have the best words for emotions, rather important. So is this like, because you say I usually do, so is this not your first language that you've like invented? This is really, I'm like fascinated by this. I could spend hours just sitting here discussing this language with you. And Laura Gomez says you need a word for cat. Very important. Yes, and dog and guinea pig, please. And goat. Make sure you have goat. Goats are always very important. Yeah, very important. Make sure that you have a word for goat. And last one. Jay Creighton Smith says, hey, Emma, not participating in Nano this month, but stopping in to say hello to everyone. Oh, thank you so much for dropping by. This isn't just for Nano. This can just be for any writing or any getting things done. Yeah, we have people writing essays. We have people eating their breakfast. We have people inventing whole languages. Yeah, not just for Nano. We're just getting some stuff done here. Okay, let's get on with another 20-minute sprint, though, because, yeah, I've been rambling away and we're wasting time here, people. So I will see you in another 20 minutes. Hello guys, welcome back. I have managed to pass the 17,000 word mark on my Nano project, so I'm really pleased. Although I didn't write that much that sprint, I think that's quite nice that I've passed that little hurdle. Where are you guys at? How did that sprint go for you? Let's have a little look in the chat. We've got some messages here. Tara Dion, he says, it's a bit of a passion since I was a kid, but only recently for this series have I really been trying to make it work. And yes, cat is important. One of the first characters to hear it is a cat. The cats are always important, especially in fantasy. That's so cool. And he goes, that sounds so cryptic, but yes, one of my two perspectives in the book is a monolingual magical cat. That's awesome. I want more magical cats in this world. I just want more cats in general. My husband's allergic, so we can't have cats anymore. Okay, time for me to go shopping. Hopefully I'll make it back for another round. Good luck, everyone. Oh, thanks so much for joining, and have a nice time shopping. Haley says, wow, I only just reached 5K yesterday. Yeah, but maybe you did more planning than I did. Maybe you didn't have the writing time. I happen to have quite a lot of writing time for the last week because I've got 4 sons, and 2 of them, my husband was kind of teaching last week because they're taught at home, and one of them was away for an adventure weekend, so I didn't need to teach him. And the youngest one declared that he was having what he called an arty-farty week. So he was doing lots of different art things, basically, and he was doing some computer coding and stuff. So I didn't really have to do as much with him as usual. So I just happened to have some extra time. And I know that there are several days this month when I'm not going to be able to write at all, like on Saturday when I'm going to this university with my kids. So I wanted to try and get a little bit ahead. Laura Gomez says, yay, happy there's a cat. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? And Mary Kate says, only 135. That sprint may have got a bit distracted by social media. Closes tabs. I know. Well, still 135. That's 135 more words than you had like 22 minutes ago. So that's still great. But social media, it's so difficult, isn't it? It really is. It's just there all the time. Even if you don't have the tabs up on your computer, it's typically right there next to you on your phone. We don't have a house phone either. So the only way for people to get in touch with us if there's an emergency or something is by my mobile. So I can't turn my mobile off, and I also can't even turn the internet off on it because our house is so old. We live in this Georgian house, and it's so old that there is no phone signal in it. So I need to go through the Wi-Fi to be able to receive and make calls. So I can't. I also use Google Docs, so I typically need the internet for that as well. So there's no way of getting away from it. You just have to have self-control, of which I really don't have very much at all. But yeah, there we go. What can you do? What can you do? It's a bane of modern life. Teresa Thomas says 144. That time finished a scene and I'm having trouble getting that next scene started. Yeah, it's so nice when you reach the end of a scene and you kind of let out that sigh of relief and then you realize, oh no, there's another one still to come. Is anybody else finding it hard if you're doing Nano? Like just writing as fast as you need to kind of get the word counts in, because that's something I'm really struggling with. I've never written this fast or this much before. I'm typically like when I'm writing a book, as opposed to like editing, I'll do kind of 1,000 words a day generally, and I feel that moves it along really well, and I don't it doesn't rush ahead and get away with itself. Whereas, yeah, I'm struggling now. It's either going too quickly and then I'm like, whoa, okay, whoa, that's not going to work. Or I'm like, okay, I've already written, like 2,000 words today. And I'm like, have I really got another 1,000 in me? And there isn't enough time maybe to plan. I did plot my novel, but I didn't plot it turns out, in anywhere near as much detail as I actually require, especially for like the fun and games section in the middle. So yeah, I mean, I know it's only a first draft, but it doesn't have to be perfect. But 50,000 words is a lot, especially because my books are contemporary romances. They are contemporary romance length, so they're only between 50 and 60,000 words. So 50,000 words is the whole book. So you have to really know what's going on. You can't be leaving out scenes and stuff. So yeah, it'd be lovely to know if anybody else is kind of struggling with that, because it's nice to know that I'm not all by myself on the struggle bus. Right, okie dokes. Oh, these fingers are getting a bit, let's get them moving around a bit. And I think we will go in for another sprint. I've still got loads more left in me, to be honest. I'm cool. I can do this all day. As Cap would say. But yeah, so I will speak to you again in another 20 minutes. Howdy and welcome back. How did that go for everyone? Please excuse the blanket. It is absolutely freezing here. I snuck out for a few minutes during that sprint to go make myself another cup of tea in my guinea pig mug, and also to let my dogs out for a pee in the garden and to swap over the washing again. I have a lot of washing. 4 teenage sons who do a lot of outdoor activities. It creates an awfully large amount of washing every single day. And my life is basically changing the washing over from the washing machine to the airer or to the dryer. I'm back again. Right, let's see what's been going on in the chat. Oh, and I did like about 250 words, which I was quite happy with because I was struggling with the scene a bit, and I know where it's going to go now. And and I let the dogs out and had a chat with them. And I was going to go and help myself to one of the homemade flapjacks that we had in a tin in the kitchen, and those little horrors have gone and eaten them all. So I was stuck with a stupid apple. Who wants a stupid apple? Stupid. Right, Haley Marshall says, yes, I'm normally fast at drafting, but while editing this project, I'm super slow. I'm usually really good at the planning phase. I really love the planning phase and beginning to write, and then it kind of goes downhill as I haven't thought about it that much, and I know what's going to happen at the end. I know what's going to happen, but not like the individual scenes. So I do need to do a bit better at that. Laura Nettles says, hello. Hello, Laura. She says, working the day job while thinking over my vampire romance. I'm actually falling in love with my MCs. Oh, that's so cool. That's so nice to hear. Oh, vampire romance. That sounds super fun. I'm sure everybody always compares every vampire romance to Twilight, but I have to say, I love the Twilight series. It was very entertaining. I'm not saying it was the best writing in the world, but it was really good entertainment. And she says it's the most invested she's been in her characters. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? That's lovely. I got so carried away the other evening. It was late. I think I was tired. And I was writing my main character. She's broken her foot. And it was the day after. So she's kind of struggling around with this broken foot. And I finished writing and I thought, oh, okay, like I'm going to have to get one of the kids to get me my phone because I'm not supposed to walk on my foot. It was like, it's not my foot. Like I got completely invested in my character to the extent that part of me thought that it was my foot that was broken. That was completely nuts. Mary Kate says that she got 243 words, and you've reminded me I have to move my own laundry. There we go. See, I am so useful. I'm good for so many things. Household tasks, reminders, and writing sprints. Is there anything else that you've forgotten? What things do I tend to forget? The dishwasher. What I like to do is I like to fill up the dishwasher and then forget to put it on. Do you need to put your dishwasher on as well while you're out there? And Teresa Thomas says 420 words, nice one, and got this scene rolling. Thanks for the sprints. I have to run and get ready for a work thing. Just broke 2.5K on my nano goal. Feeling good about that. Have a great day. Oh, that's brilliant. Well done. And thank you so much for popping by. It was lovely to have you here. Well, I'm still put out about that flapjack. I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to be like, well, it was better to have the apple anyway, especially because I'm going to be having those really naughty potatoes later. But I really, really wanted a nice buttery flapjack. They're absolutely brilliant. They've only got 4 ingredients in them: butter, sugar, maple syrup, and oats. And they're just so good and so yummy and sweet and satisfying. And I wanted one with my cup of tea. Stupid children, stupid apples. Right, okay. Right, let's get another sprint going then. If that's okay with everybody. Oh, Haley has just said, she said, no writing yet, had to send some emails. That's fair enough. It's still like pretty early in the morning with you, I think. It takes me such a long time to get going in the morning. It's completely ridiculous. Yeah, I am useless in the morning. Okie dokes. Right, let's get another sprint going then, and I will chat to you again in 20 minutes. Hiya, welcome back. How did that sprint go for you? It's only 8 minutes past 4 in the afternoon here, and it is already getting so dark. It's crazy. I am not going to be coping well this winter. Look at the state of me. I'm so cold already. And it's not even properly cold here. Anybody watching who actually lives in a cold climate would just laugh at me. I think it's like 12 or 13 degrees today. It's really not that cold. I'm just being pathetic. Yeah, I think it was about 300 words that I did. So I was quite pleased with that. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the chat. So Laura Nettles, she is writing a vampire romance, and she says these vampires get so sappy and domestic, they literally sit in a coffin braiding hair. That's my kind of vampire. Let's have some nice kind vampires, shall we? Yeah, that sounds lovely. Commissioned 2 illustrations of the MCs together. So excited to see that it should help me with writing descriptions. Oh, that sounds such a cool idea. I love that. Are you going to, is that something that you've done before? Is it something that you're going to do a YouTube video about? Because that would just be really interesting. And yeah, how do you go about doing that? What information do you give? I mean, I've looked up pictures of, like models and actors and things to get an idea of my characters before, but I absolutely love the idea of having like an illustration of them. That sounds really, really great. Lorenzo is here. Lorenzo says, hey, how's it going? It is going pretty good. Thank you, Lorenzo, although I am cold and it is getting dark. How are things with you? What are you working on at the moment? And we have a heart from Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Right, Laura Nettle says, snippet. Hadrian slid in behind him and started running his fingers through Victor's hair. His nails scratched at the scalp in soothing circles, gently detangling the soft blonde strands. Then brilliant. There's more down here. It's better not get dirty while I'm reading it out on a live stream. I'm telling you, Laura, you are going to be in a lot of trouble if it does. Started braiding. No one has played with my hair since the academy, mused Victor. Well, their loss. Hadrian swept up the smaller braids with the loose hair and started on forming a crown French. Yeah, those are proper, like, sappy vampires. I like it. That sounds great fun. Oh, what are we doing here? Right, we've got, corner 23. Thank you so much. You've been popping in on so many of my sprints. I'm so grateful. Said, hey, just getting on my computer and saw that you're live. Yeah, I wasn't planning to go live today necessarily because I did it yesterday, but it's just such a good way for me to get some words done. And especially because I had everybody out of the house this afternoon, I was like, well, I may as well, because thing is, the house is in such a mess because I don't have time to do anything because of Nano, that if I wasn't on here, I'd probably be cleaning and tidying, and yeah, I wouldn't get the writing done. So this makes more sense. Haley Marshall says, at Laura Nettles, I love that so much. Yeah, it was completely awesome. Mary Kate says, I'm jealous, Emma. It's 87 degrees here in Texas today. It doesn't feel like fall at all. No. I'm absolutely rubbish. I'm like my dog's just sneezing. I'm like some delicate flower. I flourish between like 16, 17 degrees and like 24. Anything outside those ranges, that's degrees Celsius, by the way. Anything outside those ranges, yeah, I'm not good at all. But yeah, 87, yuck. Absolute yuck. She says, but anyways, wrote 271 this time. Well done getting in the flow. Yeah, sometimes it does take a few sprints to kind of properly get into the flow, doesn't it? Corner 23 says, my motivation has been lagging yesterday and today, so I appreciate your live and your motivation. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I'm feeling so motivated. This whole Nano thing is driving me up the wall at the moment. Like, I don't know. We're only 8 days in, and I ain't feeling it, but I'm glad that it's coming across that I'm feeling it, and glad that I'm giving other people some motivation. Yeah, that can only be a good thing, can't it? Right, okay, so let's go back in for another sprint. Let's get those fingers all working. Wouldn't it be crazy if I gave myself, like, what's that thing with your wrist when you type too much because of Nano, because I'm not used to typing this much and just like the excess of it. Oh, sorry, Laura Nettles. Let me just read this one before I go into the sprint. She says, it's 42 degrees here in Toronto right now. I put shoes to walk Roy this morning. I can wear flip-flops as long as it's above 50. You're pretty hardcore. Flip-flops at 50. That's pretty hardcore. Yeah, 42 is like, that's pretty chilly. Okay, guys, I will check in on you again in another 20 minutes. Let's see how many words we can get done. Hi everyone, welcome back. How did that writing sprint go? I think I managed about another 300 words, but the last 5 minutes of that, well, like 8 minutes of that were not fun. So my chocolate Labrador, Paris, he decided that he was bored, basically. He was bored. He'd been good, but he was bored. So he decided he needed to go in the garden to check whether the birds had eaten all the rice cakes on the bird table that I had put out earlier. So he checked that, and then he traipsed his muddy paw prints back in the house. And then he tried to steal my apple core from up on the table next to me. And then he decided to run upstairs and try to raid my eldest son's bin in his bedroom, where he'd left his bedroom door open. So I was running around like a crazy thing. I've just shoved a couple of chairs down at the bottom of the stairs there so that he can't get back up there again, and he's by my feet having a bit of a massage now to try to keep him happy, because I'm feeling in the flow. I know where I'm going with the next scene, and it's going to be a good scene, and I really want to keep going, Paris. I don't want to stop now, but I do know it's boring. I know. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, so quite a productive little sprint despite Paris. Right, so looking over at the chat, we got, what do we got? Carpal tunnel. Yes, yeah. Laura Nettles. Yeah, I was talking about like if I had got pain in my wrists through all the typing that I'm doing for, well, not just for Nano, but for like the extra kind of other people's sprints that I'm going to as well. I'm typing in that. I'm typing a lot more than I normally would at the moment. So yeah, nobody can spell carpal tunnel in the chat, but never mind. We're writers. We don't have to be able to spell things. That's why God invented spell check, you know? Right, so Marley Moores says, what's up? Hey, things are pretty good. What's up with you, Marley? What are you working on? I don't think that I've know you on YouTube. Have you got a channel? What are you working on at the moment? And are you going to be joining us for some sprints? Corner 23 says 597 words. Nice. MC's mother just got a cancer diagnosis, so they're processing that. Well, how could you? That was really mean of you. You got me to do like my happy voice, and then I was like cancer diagnosis. That was really mean. You should have warned me. You should have put them into separate things. Yeah. But anyway, very, very sorry for the MC and the MC's mother. And I hope that there's a good outcome. There always will be in my books, because I always have to have a happy ending. But I know that other authors can be brutal, just brutal, a lot of you. The Shadows Lair says, hello, everyone. Hello. You were in my live stream yesterday, I think, weren't you? Because you've got the coolest name ever. I love it. I hope that you are going to join us for some sprints today and that you find them useful. Mary Kate says, husband distracted me. Oh, husband. Oh, I wrote 35 words, but I did also move the laundry finally. Okay, that's good. Husbands, they're just so annoying. They just walk in being all handsome, making you like nice espresso coffees and wanting to like be all lovely. It's so annoying when you're trying to work. Oh, I'm glad that mine's out for probably about another hour. No, I am really, really looking forward to date night, though. It's going to be so nice. Going to watch some House of Dragons, do all the eating, have some wine together. Yeah, it's going to be really, really lovely. So Corner 23 says, LOL, sorry, next time we'll put them in separate chats. Thank you. Thank you. Or maybe I shouldn't be so expressive with my voice. Maybe I should just read everything in like a monotone so that stuff like that doesn't happen again. Becca C. Smith says, hello, Becca. Thanks for joining. And Marley Moss says, not really a channel, but over a year I've been writing a story of first draft so far on book 9 of a first draft. Cool. Well done. I'm so glad that you can join us here. That's awesome. And sure, yeah, I'd like to join within these writing sprints. Great. Yeah, we'll be doing another 20-minute one in a few minutes. This might, I'm hoping I can get another 2 in before that lot come back. At some point, like the house is just going to go crazy here because my 4 sons and my husband will come back and the dogs will be going crazy and it'll be a whole thing, but I should have quite a while yet. So definitely 1 more, hopefully 2 more. And Mary Kate says, haha, yes, exactly. Brilliant. Boys, just boys in general. Can you imagine living with 5 of them? It's crazy. No toilet seat stays down ever. Never, never, never. You know, and people tell me that I should have my own loo. I should just have my own loo, and it should be my girl loo, and nobody else should be able to touch it. But I have to share with my husband. Stupid, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let us go back to another writing sprint. Paris, I think, has fallen asleep by my feet, so you might be able to hear him snoring when we come back to things. So I will chat to you again in 20 minutes. Happy sprinting, campers. Hello, welcome back. I think that my screen has frozen. I think something has happened with my internet because my Google Docs thing is also not happy. Let me know if you can still hear me. It seems that the sound is fine. It's just that the actual the camera is messed up for whatever reason, but I can still go through the comments and put those up. So Mary Kate says, oh, also let me know how you did in that sprint. Sorry, I'm all fadangled because of the camera thing. I don't know how well I did in my sprint because my Google Docs thing crashed and may have lost most of what I did. So yeah, fun. Right, so Mary Kate says, the nerve of him existing in our shared home. Now, I'm not saying that your husband shouldn't exist in your shared home. It's just they should stay in their own part of it until they're kind of called forth, you know, to make coffee and have nice conversations and things like that. You know, they shouldn't kind of hang around all the time when we're trying to write. That's all I'm saying. And what else have we got? Corner 23 says got another 510 words in, but need to cut out early. Thanks for doing the sprints. It's so great writing together with others. Oh, okay. Bye-bye, Corner 23. Thanks for joining us. That's some really, really great word counts that you managed to get in today while you joined us. So awesome. Well done. Tara Dion says, I'm back, ended up having someone to help me. So now we're pretty restocked with food. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. A full fridge is a happy fridge, as far as I can tell. Right. So apparently, yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, I should have said that people have checked that. That have said that they can hear me. Fantastic. Okay. So guys, I'm really, really sorry. It was all going so well. I think I will probably call it a day then, as I'm not sure that the camera's going to come back. I'm sure it will at some point, but it's not really fair on you guys. Oh, Shadows Lair says, I've been working on the planner I was working on yesterday. Oh, awesome. Brilliant. That was the reading planner, wasn't it, for your kids so that they can fill in about the books they've been reading. That sounded so good. Okay, guys, well, I will leave it there for today. I'm going to organize some more sprints. I think what I will probably do is be doing every day this week from 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Greenwich Marine Time. So like the same time as today, probably for at least a couple of hours. The only day that I definitely won't be doing it is Saturday because, yeah, I'm taking my boys to university that is 2 hours away, and I don't want them to be that far away. I want there to be a really cool university, like 20 minutes away or something, so they can be all cool and independent, but come home lots. Okay. Thank you. So Mary Kate says, thank you for hosting. No problem whatsoever. Oh, it was super helpful. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Shadows Lair says, yes, thanks for the sprint. Oh, and Shadows Lair also says, pretty sure I'm now posting quotes on with Pete. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, yeah, there's only so many quotes that you can get, and they all just merge into one at some point. And Tara Dion says, see you tomorrow. Thank you for hosting. Great work, everyone. Oh, that would be lovely. If some of you can make it back tomorrow, that would be absolutely brilliant. And hopefully the camera will be working the whole time. Thank you so much. Bye.